Look at this. It's the princess on the set of the Millennium Falcon. We made it. The set of episode 7. The cast is looking a little different. That's because they're a little older. No, not really, but pretty close. It is the Millennium Falcon, but it's a little piece of Millennium Falcon here at Star Wars Celebration. And this is the Sometimes Vlog. It's a vlog that happens sometimes, and today it's happening twice. You see, the benefit of the Sometimes Vlog, as opposed to a daily vlog or a weekly vlog, video blog, vlog, I didn't invent the term, I'm stuck with it, just like you are, is that we can do it sometimes. Sometimes is anytime, which means we can do it twice a day and meet the Emperor of the known universe. I'm sorry, sir. Please don't be angry with us. He will Heimbuch the snot out of you with lightning force fingers if you do not obey. Also, we have the Joker here. There's all kinds of wonderful things going on at Star Wars Celebration. Welcome back to Star Wars Celebration. It is still day 1 here. And in addition to the Millennium Falcon, we also have a view of this, a real life facsimile. I don't know if it's a working car or not. I never got the details on that. A giant version of the Darth Vader Hot Wheels car. There's just so many wonderful things to show you inside of Star Wars Celebration. How could I help doing a second Sometimes Vlog of the day right here at Star Wars Celebration? So here we go. This one's going to be a little bit longer. I'm going to upload this late at night, so potentially you're seeing this on day 2 of Celebration. Look at this giant Jabba the Hutt. You have no idea how many slave Leias like this one have been here taking photos with Jabba, reliving the scene of their trauma all day long. Look at his food and his green Heimbucky slime. And I've been here filming Random Land. I'm going to be here all 4 days of Star Wars Celebration as a member of the media. A member of the media, which has sweet perks like being here. Also, I got to get very close to celebrities, and today, with my eyeballs, friends, I looked at Mark Hamill. I was not allowed to take his picture. That cost quite a bit of money, and even members of the media, such as media, were not allowed to photograph him. But I was able to look at him with my eyeballs. Bucket list, check. Things are good. Look at this giant Lego booth. Wow. This is actually just the beginning of a giant Lego section, which goes back quite a ways and shows off all kinds of stuff. You know what? We have to have some sort of pattern to this. Star Wars Celebration is too massive to show you, even in this potentially extremely long vlog, because we're just going to keep going until I show you all kinds of stuff. So let's go back over here where we started. We're only 2 minutes into this. 2 minutes feels like a long time to you. You just get ready. So, okay. I've been filming Random Land videos here. If you're stumbling on this by accident, Random Land videos are our main channel, youtube.com/livefastdiepore. We have miniature documentaries. It's basically what they are. Disneyland, history, attractions, historical locations, things like conventions. There's Indiana Jones right there with the staff of Ra. He's going to figure some things out, work on his issues. So, that's our main channel. This is a second vlog. It's me, JustinScarred. It's my personal video blog channel, the Sometimes Vlog. These can get kind of lengthy, but I am going to show you a whole bunch of Star Wars Celebration stuff, so if you're stumbling on this by accident, don't worry, it won't be me just looking at myself the entire time. For example, we're going to look at things like this, the medical bay from The Empire Strikes Back. Look at this. Disney and Lucasfilm have set up all kinds of photo op areas. I wonder why everyone's getting in the back of the tank here. Oh, he's got a thing of Band-Aids. That's genius. Instead of laying down where Luke would have been laying down, getting a smooch from his sister, gross, Princess Leia. So here's the photo opportunities like we started on. There's the one for the Millennium Falcon right here. You can sit at the chess table, touch R2-D2 potentially, and look down the hidey hole of destiny towards Han's cockpit. I have no idea. My brain is fried. This is massive and huge. If you saw the vlog from earlier today, I was even more brain fried than I am now. I've actually kind of leveled out as time has gone on. Maybe it's just that I'm too stunned to think of anything else. So I'm just going to show you more of Celebration. Like, for example, here's Boba Fett. He's just hanging out, doing stuff, and there's his wife, Han Solo, which is a weird statement, but probably true. Who knows? Here's a man in a nice hat. So we're going to look at some of the sights, sounds, smells, and human beings involved in Star Wars Celebration. Look at all of these booths. So I showed you a little bit of the outside of some of the cosplayers, but we didn't get a chance earlier today to show you any of the inside. There wasn't enough time. So as manic and shaky as this video is going to be, I want to show you some of the cool stuff. Look at all of these. You have all these weird, so here's some Italian Star Wars action figures. Very, very, very pricey. I'm assuming very, very, very rare. Wouldn't you say? Probably. And look at that, there's a Batman Justice League of America playset. All kinds of weird 1960s collectibles, but more importantly, all kinds of fantastic, wonderful Star Wars collectibles. Things which for me are the envy of me. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but look at all this stuff. I want to own all of these wonderful things. Look at all these snow speeders. Look at all those vintage snow speeders. How many vintage snow speeders do you need? The answer is, you need all of the vintage snow speeders. Do I have money for all the vintage snow speeders? No. But maybe someday, Santa Claus will bring me a sack full of them. Look at this. All kinds of vintage Star Wars figures, just in various shades and conditions and prototypes and rarity. They even have some sealed in the package and vintage Jones figures as well.
It's okay if me and my dad can get a picture.
Yes, we can take a picture. What's your name again, man?
Sam.
Sam.
All right.
And here's Sam's dad.
All right.
Taking a picture on the Sometimes vlog. I can't stop but Sam, and there's Sam's dad. Somebody screenshot this, and we'll put it on Twitter or something.
Nice.
It's really nice to meet you guys.
I appreciate your videos.
Oh, thank you. I'll be here all 4 days, so I will run into you guys again. Look, here's the cast.
The next few days?
Probably Monday or Tuesday.
Okay, right on.
Here's the original cast of Star Wars, back together again. Glad to see you guys are back, doing your thing. You know,
I always gotta
having adventures.
hang with my people.
It's a real treat to meet you, Harrison. I heard you got in an accident recently. I'm glad to see you're up and about. And here is Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher. You guys look different, but you look good. You look great. And here's Han Solo, the bearded version.
Ragnar Solo.
Ragnar Solo. He has had a lot to drink, so I'm not sure. No, I don't know if he's had a lot to drink, but he's had some to drink, right? You saw.
I saw.
Han was tipping back a little drink, a little grown-up beverage. So who knows whether he just forgot his name or Ragnar Solo is his character. I'm not sure. Look at this. There's all kinds of art, all kinds of products, all kinds of vintage toys. Particularly strongly represented have been these Gentle Giant figures, which, if you're into Star Wars, maybe you haven't seen too many of these in person. I've seen them a lot in person because of Frankenstein's and some of the collectible stores right here. Gentle Giant has been producing these giant Star Wars action figures. They look like the vintage ones from the 70s, but they are huge versions of them. And Gentle Giant has a booth here at Star Wars Celebration with giant versions of the 1970s figure, life-size versions. It's been crazy, but there's been all kinds of posters. Indiana Jones, of course, represented right here alongside the other Lucasfilm favorites. Star Trek collectibles? Come on, who snuck those in here? All kinds of vintage toys and paraphernalia. And my favorite, all kinds of stormtroopers. It's weird that they make you wear the badge because you'd think they would know. Aren't you working here? You should have the staff badge because you're a stormtrooper. You're keeping order in the galaxy. Don't they understand how important you are?
You know what? Not everyone appreciates us the way that we should be, you know?
That's true. Not everybody. I appreciate you. Who's building monuments to all those stormtroopers?
What people say, but you know what?
Yeah. I'm on your side, buddy. I'm on your side. I'm more on sync with the rebels, but I'm kind of scared of all of these, evil-looking creatures who want to harm me. Oh, Lego R2-D2 is doing something right there. I almost tread across his path. Look at this. Someone has a giant, full-size R2-D2 who looks to be constructed, at least partially, from Lego bricks. And right here is what I wanted to show you. Behind me is a mock-up of the Mos Eisley Cantina, where they have been doing a YouTube stream almost the entire day. I saw Kathleen Kennedy earlier here. If you go back to the early hours of the YouTube stream, you can see Adam the Woo and I snooping around in the background of the shots. I'm sure some of the footage will be up online somewhere. But all day they had all kinds of costume characters back here, recreating scenes from the Mos Eisley Cantina, as over here they've been doing all kinds of broadcast stuff and had all kinds of celebrity guests and interviewing people in the crowd. And look at that. seriously super awesome just to take a peek and look at an approximation of the Mos Eisley Cantina. I want to live in that. And I'm only kidding a little. And over here, you have Roxy the Rancor. All of this stuff will mostly be featured in Random Land, but I still want to show you anyways because you don't want to just wait all the way until the Random Land episode gets edited down. But I will be here filming all weekend. Like I said, look at this over here. We got the bunker from Return of the Jedi and a Return of the Jedi speeder bike. This is another one of those photo ops, Scary. It's free. You just have to stand in a line. You can sit on that speeder bike like I did this morning and get your photo taken right here in front of the Imperial bunker. And over here, we've got the Empire got to Iron Man. The Empire got to Iron Man. Oh, he's ready to beat me up now. Oh, and of course, your other Imperial crony over here.
Is it hard to get back?
None other
it's fun.
than Batman.
Sorry.
No,
They're waiting in line for the photo op, just like everybody. Thank you very much for putting your helmet down and showing us your true face. Okay, he's threatening us. We better move along. These aren't the droids we're looking for. There's all kinds of Jedi Knights. Well, you know when you have Iron Man and Batman on the scene, but it's a big deal. Even Iron Man and Batman are fans of the galaxy far, far away. Look at this woman. This is the best cosplay of the day. R2-D2. Very realistic. Probably took a lot of skill. Speaking of R2-D2, upstairs, I won't even be able to get to it in time, with an entire room full of droids, working droids. Look at all this. That is wonderful. Wonderful. See, people are walking by. They're all hurrying. This is the very last hour of the first day of Star Wars Celebration where we're filming at. Look at this. Luke's land speeder here. You can see right there on Tatooine with a Jawa and R2-D2. Now is a good time as any to announce that this morning I got the second draft. I looked it over of an edit of a video that I filmed recently in Death Valley, California, of the Star Wars filming locations from the original movie Star Wars, or as you might know it, Episode 4, A New Hope. Look at this diorama over here. All these Jawas building or torturing or dismantling. What do you think they're doing? You think they're building droids, dismantling droids, or just torturing them?
Well, first they torture them, because that loosens up the bolts.
Oh, that's
And
good.
then they can dismantle them, and then they can rebuild them into
So we
all
have
manner of useful configurations.
We have all the various stages
Yeah,
then
exactly.
of torture. This guy just looks confused. He might be new on the job. He's trying to fudge it. Like, maybe if I just sit here with this droid head in my lap long enough, somebody won't notice.
He's like, Utuni?
Yes, look at this guy over here. It's just, he looks confused too. But this guy is clearly torturing the heck out of that astromech droid's head with glee in his heart.
He knows what he's doing.
He knows exactly.
He doesn't know
what he's
why he's doing it, but he knows what he's doing.
just something inside of him, something from childhood maybe. He cannot let that droid be happy. Thank you very much for your time. So, all kinds of people and all kinds of wonderful things here. Here we have a Jedi Knight walking around. I have so many questions for Jedi Knights. You know what else I've been thinking about? See these stormtroopers. Here's a stormtrooper without his helmet on. Isn't he a little short for a stormtrooper? We'll ask him later. I was thinking that if you're Mark Hamill and you're here signing autographs all day, which is what he was doing, wouldn't you just put on some stormtrooper armor? You could just walk around with stormtrooper armor. Nobody would know. You could totally sneak around without anybody bugging you or Heimbucking your day. This, my friends, of course, is the massive autographs area. You know what? We got time. We might as well take a cruise around. We cannot get close enough to any of the major celebrities to show them to you, but there are some amazing cosplay characters which I happen to have seen back in this area that I want to show you. So this is the area in which I saw Mark Hamill early before the convention opened. Adam and I saw Ian McDiarmid walking through here. Adam spoke to Emperor Palpatine himself, who is a very, very nice gentleman. Peter Mayhew, Billy D. Williams back here, Luke Skywalker, and Sam the Eagle.
Yes, sir.
Whoa, he speaks.
Oh, absolutely, he speaks.
This is the greatest thing ever.
Why,
thank you,
very
Sam.
much. Thank
You have a whole bunch of Muppet cosplay. We just sort of Heimbucked Sam the Eagle. He got stuck behind the other Muppets. I think we have, what do we have, Bunsen?
And how these movies
And Kermit the Frog? Look at these guys. This is the greatest cosplay of a generation. They're missing someone though. Who are they missing? Darth Vader / Gonzo.
Enjoy the film as well. And
being a huge, massive fan of Star Wars, and being a huge, massive fan of the Muppets, I really appreciate this cosplay here. You have to forgive the general shakiness of my hands. It has been an all-day festival here, and of course, because of the celiac disease, there's very little that is edible for me in this area. So, okay, so all over here we've got Deeproy. Let's go see if we can get a shot of Deeproy really quick. We have all kinds of Ewoks. Look at that, isn't that crazy? So back over here, earlier in the day you had Mark Hamill, you had Carrie Fisher, Ian McDermott is still going strong. He's been here since opening in the morning, and Billy D. Williams is back there now. Peter Mayhew, Chewbacca also has been going pretty strong almost the entire day, as well as Anthony Daniels, who I also saw. Here you have some of the lesser known people, still very important in the Star Wars universe. You've got Anthony Forrest. He was the guy that says, these aren't the droids you're looking for, you know, repeats, Obi-Wan talks to him. He's been sitting there all day. You got Lauren Peterson, some of the model makers and creature makers, Kirk Thatcher. Who else we got? We got Brian Muir, Steve Gawley, I don't know, model makers, different people. Here's Deeproy right here. He was Yoda for one scene. He was also, you might know him as the Oompa Loompas from the Johnny Depp version of, what's it called? Willy Wonka. So there we go. So we can't get too close because the reason we can get, here's a bunch of Ewoks. We have a bunch of the people who portrayed Ewoks in Return of the Jedi. Well, let's see, we got Felix Silla, Kevin Thompson over here. We don't want to get too close because they make their living by selling autographs and taking pictures with people for cash. So we don't want to take advantage of them by filming them for free, although I just kind of did, didn't I? But there you go, so there's Deeproy right there. So as you can see, you can get up close and personal. Way over here on the other side, you have people like Jeremy Bulloch, the original, and for my money, the real Boba Fett. There was also the kid that was Baby Boba, you know, in the prequels, not that I saw those. And look at this, there's a bunch of people podcasting as well. Here's a guy with a very nice backpack who was looking at this in a very confused manner. He does not know that you're all in there. Actually, to be honest with you, I haven't seen a lot of people vlogging out here. I've seen a lot of people filming, a lot of people recording for podcasts, but not a lot of people doing vlogs. Look at, here we go. Here's a line right here to meet Ray Park. So Ray Park, well, of course, was Darth Maul. He was the face of Darth Maul. Here's also Dickie Beer. He was the guy that was on one of the speeder bikes in the movie. So you have everything. And here you have Jeremy Bulloch / the original Boba Fett. You'll notice that Jeremy Bulloch is standing up and he's in front of his table. Jeremy Bulloch has been standing in front of his table, not behind the table with the sign that says no photos. Literally, every single time I've come here all day, from very, very early in the morning till now, almost closing time, almost 7 p.m. So what is that? About 10 hours that I've been going back and forth. I'm sure he's taking a break. I didn't see it. He has been standing in front of his table, meeting, greeting, touching, talking to, shaking the hands of all of his fans. We also have Kim Rose, who is Admiral Akbar, who's been hanging out all day. Some of these people have been very, very cool and very kind about some of the pictures being taken and stuff like that. Very, very cool. So you can get very up close and personal with people who are part of the Star Wars universe. To me, someone who hasn't gone to a lot of science fiction conventions, or any kind of conventions for that matter, just a very, very small handful. That is an amazing thing. I am not used to that. Back here, right back here, you have none other than Billy D. Williams, Lando Calrissian himself. Also, what do we got here? We got a little lint going on. Also, he was also Harvey Dent in the 1989 Tim Burton Batman, which is arguably just as important as Star Wars. No, let's be honest. It's nowhere near as important as The Empire Strikes Back. Let's see if this gentleman moves. There you go, Billy D. Williams. Now, even though, like I said, I have the media badge, I was reprimanded a few times earlier for getting a little too close to the celebrities and filming them. Any luck getting secret photos of the celebrities here for you? No, it's not. It's difficult, isn't it? They have quite a bevy of staff preventing any secrets. Yep. A monosyllabic gentleman, a man of few words but great dignity. Look at over here. The Muppets are going in. The Muppets are going in for Billy D. Williams. They won't take no for an answer. Gonzo is determined. Maybe they'll meet the Emperor of the Universe, Emperor Palpatine. So I'm just gonna follow the Muppets actually back up towards the celebrities here. Look at, you have Kermit the Frog, Gonzo. Oh, they don't care. They're just going right here to Kenny Baker's booth. They do not care. The Muppets. Kermit the Frog, Gonzo, Beaker, Sam the Eagle. No, Beaker, what am I thinking? Bunsen. They have taken over and Heimbuch Kenny Baker's booth. I never actually saw Kenny Baker today. He might be here tomorrow. They don't look like Kenny Baker to me. That is a Muppet joke. Look at all these people taking pictures of the Muppets, which is probably making everyone very confused as to what in the Heimbuch is happening. Behind me, you will see Ian McDiarmid, Emperor Palpatine, the leader of the non-free universe. And thank you, Muppets, for distracting everyone long enough for us to get a little quick glimpse of the Emperor himself. Very nice fella. But like I said, it's their job to have their pictures taken for money at these conventions, and it's these fine people's job. That dude was actually super cool. Hung out with him earlier. To prevent people like us from snapping photos of these special celebrities, especially at the beginning of the convention when all these fine folks are spending their hard-earned cash. Have a moment with the celebrities. But come on, guys. It is my job and my duty to come here and show you as much as I can show you. So we just had to have a little sneak. Okay, so here's the long, lonely walk of loneliness back towards the main convention. I hope you're getting a sense of the layout. I am sorry that I'm talking so quickly and so much, but I don't want to let there be an awkward moment of silence like this where we're just looking at the floor. Right? That's not what you came to see. You came to see Star Wars Celebration, and when there's nothing to show you because we're crossing a big patch of bare floor, then I'm just going to keep celebrating with you by opening my stupid mouth and saying a lot of crazy stuff. Oh, I shouldn't have called myself stupid, should I? That's not nice. We've got to be positive. Here we go. Look at this. Like I was saying, the Lego area is massive. This is the back of it. There's a whole play area where kids and adults alike can put together Lego creations and enjoy some previously put together Lego creations, such as Chewbacca. Look at that, it's pretty good. Darth. What do you think? You think he looks pretty good, huh? Pretty realistic?
Very realistic.
If you saw this in a dark alley, would you scream and run away?
I would. I'd be afraid of his double-edged lightsaber there.
His double-edged lightsaber! There's also, look at that, everybody, Dave Grohl. You just met another celebrity. So there's a giant Lego TIE fighter, if you can see it. Here's a very cute little girl playing with Duplos. Right? Cute. Bunch of kids having fun, doing Lego things. So Lego has a big area, as you know, especially if you have any kids in this day and age. Lego makes quite a few Star Wars products now and sells them all to us at a, well, it must be a fair market price or we wouldn't keep buying them, would we? Let's not speak of the price of Legos. It is a thing which makes me sad, and we're going to stay positive by looking at this. Wonderful things. Here's, like I was saying, these gentle giant versions. And then here's some vintage 12-inch Star Wars figures produced by Kenner in the 1970s and 80s. I want them all. I can afford none of them. Here we have a Stormtrooper.
Wow. Sure.
Oh, he's dancing. He's getting jiggy with the beat. See, even the Stormtroopers are getting tired. He's holstered his weapon. There's no more trouble in the galaxy today. Just fun. Fun for the whole family. Thank you, Mr. Trooper. Stormtroopers have names. TK421. So, okay, they have operating numbers. Maybe that was TK421. Definitely wasn't at his post, was he? He was wandering around. I'm bucking it all. Look at this. Look at this. For those of you who, like me, enjoy a little bit of action figure time in your life, look at this. Because we have a bunch of like, look at this guy. Trying to help this guy find one particular clone. There are all kinds of action figures. Every kind of Star Wars collectible you could want or desire is here, isn't it? How are you doing?
What's up, buddy?
How are you doing?
I've been watching your channel.
That's awesome.
Dude, it's great.
What are you doing here?
I work at Fat Collectibles,
Well,
remember?
yeah, but you're here now. Here. See, here's the vlog. This is one
The
half
vlog.
of what I was telling you about.
Awesome.
I was talking to you about potentially going to Fat Collectibles in Anaheim.
Yes, that's true.
And maybe doing a little meetup there with Adam the Woo. Maybe. We'll see what happens.
Dude, he's a kook too, man. He's
Adam
great.
the Woo,
Dude,
yes.
he's great.
Well, it's nice to see you guys. Fat Collectibles. Right here. They're all over Orange County. So, of course, they're going to be here at Star Wars Celebration. Look at these. We got a couple of Jedis here. And maybe a Sith. scary. We gotta run away. So all kinds of collectibles. That was weird. Fat PHAT collectibles in Anaheim, California. Spread to many other cities and then came back. We have another location in Anaheim, several locations in Orange County. I don't know about LA though. Here we have a whole booth dedicated to cardboard cutouts. This woman has been trying very hard to sell me a cardboard cutout for several hours in a row, but I keep resisting her charms and her wiles. The one that's hard to resist though is you can actually come in front of this green screen. They will take your photo and for 50 bucks, they will ship you a cardboard cutout of yourself. I'm not 100% sure what I would want with a cardboard cutout of myself as far as keeping it, but it seems like a handy thing to have, doesn't it? Have a cardboard cutout of yourself standing in your house so nobody Heimbucks it while you're gone. Have a cardboard cutout of yourself to put, you know, I don't know, in a friend's house just to freak them out. Look at this. This is the Tower of T-shirts. A massive, massive cube-shaped booth of T-shirts that I have been staring at in awe and wonder all day long. Look at that. Here we have some other cosplaying, expanded universe characters. It's just been all day, non-stop insanity here at Star Wars Celebration. Back here we have a Ruby's Costume Company booth with every kind of Star Wars costume you can possibly imagine. I really would like to own Stormtrooper armor and get crazy at conventions like these inside of anonymous looking Stormtrooper armor. That is a life dream of mine, which I've just shared with you now. Look at this. Furbaka, the new Chewbacca based Furby. Now that giant Furby there is pretty creepy, but look at this. Is that or is that not a little bit creepy? A little bit creepy. Here's a giant Furby. So if you ever wanted to get up close and personal with a giant Furby, Star Wars Celebration is oddly the place to do it. Now over here, you can see they have a whole diorama building area. They're building Cloud City. It's under construction. So as the convention goes, they're going to add more and more and more to their Cloud City diorama. I think they're doing it for the action figure scale, which is pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. It's most impressive. Over here, there's a whole bunch more. Here's the diorama workshops where they're building pieces of the Cloud City diorama. Look at this over here. I believe they do this at every celebration, although this is my first Star Wars Celebration. Back there, you can see there's a whole bunch of refreshments and food and things that aren't as unique and interesting to show you on the Sometimes vlog as some of the other things that we are going towards. Once again, we are passing a big patch of carpet and fine-looking people like this, which are wonderful to show you, but not all that interesting to everyone. This, however, my friends, is something I didn't notice until towards the end of the day today, which is another crazy photo op diorama here. Look at this. Now, you got to get the right framing on this, so let's look at it like this. Okay, that has just become a scene from Star Wars. Look at it. Look how good that looks. You guys did a great job. You did a great job on this. So this is the 501st?
Yes.
So the 501st Legion has set up these photo opportunities here. Look at all these stormtroopers. Members of the 501st, obviously. They look like they mean business, but they also look like when they're off duty, they can let their hair down and just be a cool bunch of dudes. Look at the way this one's posing right here. He knows how to party. 100% guarantee you. Okay, so if you continue into the 501st Legion's lair of goodness, not only will you find Mark Hamill, you will also find Han Solo in Carbonite. Pretty impressive, pretty impressive. The Emperor's Throne! Why haven't they wheeled this over to where Ian McDiarmid is and let him sit in this all day? Look at this guy. Here's a guy. This is the guy who knows how to party. This is the guy who knows how to beat people up. 100% for sure. That's definitely the case. And over here we have a bevy of Star Wars costumes. As you may or may not know, the 501st Legion, I think started with mostly with stormtroopers. They're Star Wars reenactors. They wear the clothing and carry the props from the movie to all kinds of different events. They do all kinds of charity events too. I've noticed that members of the 501st show up. Look at all these Legos. That is crazy. Show up to all kinds of charity events dressed as stormtroopers and Star Wars characters. I'm pretty sure they've been sanctioned a long time ago by Lucasfilm, so they come to all kinds of official Lucasfilm events. They keep a very high standard of what your costume has to be like, what your prop weapons have to be like. So there's a degree of, you know, faux realism there. It's the world's definitive imperial costuming organization. There you go. Pretty much explains it all. The 501st, I think it's 501st501st.com, I'm pretty sure is their website. But look at this. So clearly members of the 501st have brought some of their more colorful and also more realistic props and costumes to put them on display here at Star Wars Celebration. In addition to the 501st wonderful display, which I really wanted to show you, I will make my way back down one of these crazy aisles of craziness to show you something else that I find really cool. We'll end the vlog out there. Look at this. Look at all these Star Wars costumes. So here we have a whole bunch of, here we have the Rebel Legion, a bunch of Rebel costumes. Not as many Rebels as, you know, so, oh, here we have a Jedi. Look at this Jedi here. I have a Jedi question, if you don't mind, just really quick. Now, if I use the power of the Force, or you use it, for evil, that would be the dark side. Not a very Jedi thing to do, right?
Correct.
But is it okay to use the power of the Force just for shenanigans?
That would make you more of a fallen Jedi or gray Jedi.
Like just to trip your brother maybe and laugh a little? Not too much. Like to laugh with someone?
Well, that depends how your attitude is when it's turned around on you.
So if you have a good attitude when it's turned around on you, it's okay to maybe like destroy people's cars with the Force and ravage their cities?
No.
Okay.
You said practical joke.
Yeah, that's a probably for
That's
some people.
malicious intent.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to be clear on that. Thank you, Master Jedi. This is, by the way, the cutest thing I have seen at the whole thing. A Jedi with a very tiny baby. Thank you very much. That was so cute. I was not expecting the tiny baby. The whole time I was talking to him, I was thinking he's pushing a stroller and didn't even think to look down into the stroller at the tiniest. That might be the youngest Star Wars fan here at the thing. Look at this stuff. People are buying Stormtrooper helmets. Now that man is either planning on dressing up like a Stormtrooper or he's buying a war trophy from one of the very real Star Wars that's happening. There's all kinds of clubs, like craziness going on here. I can't even think. I'm just gonna flip the camera around for 1 second, swallow some of my own spit and show you some of the wonderful things here. Look at this. Look at all this. I'll tell you what, I have a real problem, which is money. I spent a lot of money. Like I just said, just announced, I went to Death Valley. The reason I was in Death Valley a few days ago was to film Star Wars filming locations. Look at this, all these original Marvel comics and books. So many wonderful things here. Look at this Ewok family hut. I've never even seen that before. I want, you know, I'm starting to get the Star Wars greed, which I fear might be a little bit dark side of me. Don't you think? To be obsessed with the Star Wars greed, it's starting to consume me from the inside. That's, they're happy about that because they're exhibitors. They want me to have the Star Wars greed. They want me to buy everything. I think the exhibitors might be working for the dark side. What do you think? No, like I said, I went to Death Valley to film the Star Wars filming locations. That video will be up on YouTube, I think within the next 24 hours. If you're seeing this within the next 24 hours on the main channel, youtube.com/LiveFastDiePoor. That Heimbucked me for money. It took quite a bit of money to get out to Death Valley, a lot further than I thought it was going to be from Los Angeles, but still close enough to be manageable to get to, especially in this weather. Don't worry, I'm going to show you something epic before we leave Star Wars Celebration. Just filling you in on some deets as we make our way down this path of glory. So money is tight at the moment, but there are plenty of random land adventures coming up. But the problem with money being tight, it's not broke. I got money for food and everything. Everything's cool. I'm at Star Wars Celebration, but the problem is I'm at Star Wars Celebration. There's Stormtrooper armor here, 1,200 bucks. 1,200 bucks changed my whole life. I don't have 1,200 bucks at the moment, but I wish I did. Let me tell you, it's not just huge things like the Stormtrooper armor. No. You're walking along and you see vintage Han Solo action figure for 20 bucks. I'd like to have that. I'm pretty sure if I spend 20 bucks here, I'm going to go broke. It's a very good thing that I do not have a credit card at this point, because if I did, I would probably max it out. Here we go, guys. Gentle Giants booth. Like I was saying, they produced life-sized versions of what is essentially the 1970s action figure versions of Star Wars. I own a action figure made in 1977 that looks exactly like this, only it's about this big. So this is pretty much like my childhood friends come to life size. The most impressive one, most impressive one, is this Darth Vader. Now all they need is a giant vinyl cape to go around his shoulders, huh? Look at that.
Vinyl cape when he comes out.
Oh wait, so the big figure will have a vinyl cape?
Yes.
Wait, you're gonna sell these giant versions, or these are just for display?
No, we sell them on our website.
You sell these giant versions on your website? That's the most amazing thing. What is it, gentlegiant.com, I'm guessing?
GentleGiantLTD.com.
GentleGiantLTD.com. May I touch the lightsaber? Look at this. Look at this. It's exactly like the action figure from the 70s. My childhood, right there. Darth Vader, I think she really wanted us out of the way because she's, okay, I gotta give it to her. We had to get out of the way because she's definitely a little more excited than even I am seeing that Darth Vader. But look at this over here. Boba Fett. Boba Fett. Insane. I might have shown you that twice because I did already show you Jabba the Hutt, didn't I? I am so confused. Here we have one of the Imperial dignitaries. He looks like he's got some very official paperwork to deliver, probably to the Emperor. So we're going to let you go. I don't want to take up too much of your time, especially because if I keep talking to him, in all likelihood, those red guys are going to show up with the pokey sticks. I never saw the Imperial Guards do much fighting in the Star Wars movies, but those pokey sticks sure looked dangerous, didn't they? I wouldn't want to get poked with a stick like that. All right, we're going to make our way outside as I make my way home to sleep well. After day one, Thursday, this is just Thursday, much less Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Look at this, a Star Wars celebration. This morning, we did see a new teaser trailer for Force Awakens. I'm not sure if it's everywhere online. I'm sure people from here have leaked it out all over online, so I don't really need to describe much of it. All I know is today, folks, I saw Han Solo once again in a Star Wars movie. I saw things that made me laugh, things that made me cry. Look at this. It's Boba Fett. Little Boba Fett. Uh-oh. You better get him. Oh my gosh, this is maybe the cutest thing. Look at little Boba, big Boba, little Boba, big Boba. Who would win in a fight though? Big Boba Fett or you? I'm pretty sure my money's on you. Little Boba Fett for the win. Little Boba Fett for the win. A lot of the costume characters have gone home, but there are still people here to the last minute, like Queen Amidala out here. It's actually one of the very few prequel cosplays I've seen today. Here, that's one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Oh, here we got another Jedi coming down the escalator. I just want you to see some of the sights, sounds, and smells. He looked confused, didn't he? I think he was trying to suss out with the Force. Like, are these guys good? Light-siders? Dark-siders? What's going on? Anyway, okay. I have talked enough. Thank you very much. George Lucas? I'm a big fan of your work.
Thank you.
I think, friends, I have spoken enough. We have spent about 40 minutes wandering around. So I hope with my frazzled, completely overstimulated, completely way overexcited. I mean, I started my day with a new Star Wars trailer. And meeting Emperor Palpatine, you know, or seeing Ian McDiarmid in here. And I'm ending my day outside of here, outside of Star Wars Celebration, having seen all kinds of wonderful things, and this. Right? Best day ever. We'll be here tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday at Star Wars Celebration. So if you see me, come up and say hello. Share this video if you want. That would be nice. Visit our t-shirts, livefastdieport.spreadshirt.com for some wonderful things to support, a little supportness. Check out our website, livefastdieport.com. We're going to post all kinds of wonderful things, hopefully some photos on Instagram at livefastdieport of Star Wars Celebration all weekend long. See, I can't even think. I can't even say weekend in one thing. Weekend. I say all week and long. All right, 40 minutes is a long enough sometimes vlog. You already saw the Dancing Stormtrooper. What else do we got? We got Darth Vader.
Do you know what time it is?
I don't.
Because
I thought it was sometimes.
It is sometimes. Look at that.
Sometimes vlog.
What are you guys' names?
I'm Anthony.
Anthony. I gotta shake you with the left hand. It's weird.
Got it.
And
Shauna.
Shauna, look it. It's almost over too. You made it right at the end. We got 8 more seconds to
We were
go.
looking
5,
for you. I had
4.
to
We've
show
done
you
our
my
duty.
shirt.
We got to go home and
Sleep well.